And now on to our dinosaur of the day, Zanclodon, which was a request from Ellie via our Patreon and Discord. So thanks. As I said in the beginning of the episode, Zanclodon's not actually a dinosaur. It's an Archosauriform that lived in the Middle Triassic around 242 to 237 million years ago in what is now Germany. It's been found in the Erfurt Formation. But at one point, it was thought to be a theropod, and that's why we're covering it as a dinosaur of the day.
That makes sense.
Yes. But now it's considered to be an indeterminate Archosauriform.
And archosaurs, as a reminder, are the group that include not only dinosaurs, but also pterosaurs and crocodilomorphs, or suchians, pseudosuchians. So if you say it's an archosauriform, then it could be either close to one of those, like almost a dinosaur, like a dinosaur form, or it could be in any of those groups, or it could be sharing a lot of traits that are found in all of them, and then we really have no idea, and we think that it's probably outside of all three groups.
Since it's indeterminate, and we also only know its jaw with teeth, it's hard to say what it was, also what it looked like exactly.
Yeah, so in the future, it could come out to be a pterosaur. That seems a little bit unlikely if it was thought to be a dinosaur at one point, or a dinosaur again, or a dinosaur form.
And the Paleoart for it looks really similar to Megalosaurus, with the jaw full of sharp teeth and walking on two legs. So based on the jaw with teeth, it's thought to be a large predatory archosaur.
Interesting that they think it was large, being from the Middle Triassic, because there weren't very large dinosaurs then in general. Maybe it was large for its time.
Yeah. Large for an archosaur?
Yeah, a Middle Triassic archosaur.
The fossil found is a maxilla, a jawbone with teeth again, and that was found in the Gaildorf Alumn Mine.
Okay, so it's the upper jawbone, or lower snout is sometimes how I talk about the maxilla.
So specifically, it was a left maxilla with 5 slightly recurved teeth.
That is sort of Megalosaurus-like.
Yeah. There have been other fossils attributed to Zanclodon by the person who named Zanclodon, but they've since been lost. There was one other fossil assigned to Zanclodon, a loose germ tooth, and that means a tooth that was forming.
Okay. So germ-like as in a spore, not a germ-like something that you get infected by.
Yes. Like germinating an idea, kind of. You're germinating a tooth. Zanclodon's teeth are not serrated, and that's considered to be its unique feature. For a while, Zanclodon was a wastebasket taxon, so it's got that in common with Megalosaurus.
Yeah.
But now the type and only species is Zanclodon laevis. The genus name means scythe tooth or sickle tooth. Originally, it was named Smilodon in 1846.
Wow. So it's a very old discovery.
Yes. But Smilodon was already being used for the saber-toothed cat, so it got a replacement name in 1847, Zanclodon. A lot of species were thought to be Zanclodon. Like I said, it was a wastebasket taxon. It was up to at least 7, but those species are now either considered to be a nomum dubium or junior synonyms to Zanclodon laevis, or they're now classified as different species.
In different genera?
Yes. One of those was Zanclodon plieningeri. The person who named Zanclodon, well, Smilodon, then Zanclodon, was Plianger. And that species was named in 1896 by Frost, but it turned out that it was based on that same loose germ tooth that now is attributed to Zanclodon. So it's considered to be a junior synonym of Zanclodon laevis.
And it was just named based on a tooth anyway, so.
Not even a full tooth, a germ tooth.
Yeah, get out of here.
Some other examples include Zanclodon bavaricus was named in 1894, but now that's thought to be some sort of sauropod. And Zanclodon schutzi, named in 1900, that's now thought to be a carnivorous archosaur named Batrachotomus.
That's interesting. So it was named based on this long dagger-like tooth, or I guess scythe-like tooth after dagger tooth was taken. And then every big, impressive tooth they were finding for a little bit, a group of people would say, throw it in with Zanclodon, because that's the one that has the big sickly teeth.
Just like Megalosaurus.
Yeah.
And also like Megalosaurus, it's gone through many classifications. There's some bones that were referred to Zanclodon, but they turned out to be from Plateosaurus.
Weird.
Yeah, that late Triassic sauropodomorph with the long neck and long tail that walked on 2 legs. And O.C. Marsh was one of the scientists who said that they were the same. He said that both in 1895 and 1896. But we all know Marsh wasn't always right. Zanclodon has also been considered to be a theropod by various scientists in the 1800s and early 1900s, as a plesiosaur in 1911 and 1913, as a carnosaur in 1923, and as a prosauropod in 1939. And then at different times throughout the 1800s and 1900s, it's been thought to be a megalosaur. There's one species, Zanclodon cambrensis, that was named based on a jaw that's similar to Megalosaurus, but now that jaw is considered to belong to a megalosaurid theropod. In 1956, Romer synonymized Zanclodon with Ceratosaurus, a carnivorous archosaur that walked on four legs and it had a robust head and a long tail.
A quadrupedal. Oh, it's an archosaur.
Yes.
Not a dinosaur. I was thinking it was a quadrupedal carnivorous dinosaur for a second, and I was like, whoa, that's interesting.
Well, archosaurs are interesting.
They are, but there are a lot of quadrupedal archosaurs.
Yes.
That are carnivorous.
And then some scientists have considered Zanclodon to be a novum dubium. But in 2011, Rainer Schach found Zanclodon to be valid and to be an indeterminate archosaur, and said that we need more fossils to better classify it in the future.
It's a cool name, so I'm glad that it hasn't just been thrown away completely.
Yeah. Went from wastebasket taxon to almost not being valid to, all right, it's valid, but we need more fossils.
Yeah.
Some other animals that lived around the same time and place as Zanclodon include reptiles like the archosaur Batrachotomus. That's the one I mentioned earlier. It's got a long head and a long tail and walked on all fours. Then there's Nothosaurus, a semi-oceanic animal that may have lived like a seal. And that's just to name a few of those reptiles.
I was just talking about Nothosaurus in our Spinosaurus swimming update episode, because that was one that had less dense bones than Spinosaurus.
Oh, yeah.
But is unequivocally semi-aquatic. Somebody in Discord helpfully corrected me that it's semi-aquatic, not fully aquatic, because it's seal-like. So probably spent some time on land.
Yeah, it's hard to be a fully aquatic animal.
One that breathes air for sure, especially if you lay hard-shelled eggs or something.
Yeah. But yeah, and then some other animals included amphibians and fish. Some more semi-aquatic and aquatic animals. For those of you who listen to our Dinosaur of the Day segment and you like it, please consider becoming a patron. We take new Dinosaur of the Day requests from our patrons and offer a bunch of other perks as well. So check out our page at patreon.com/iknowdino or click the link on the left.